There are a couple clips of Kamala Harris. She gave an interview with Dana Bash. I should give a trigger warning.
Administration expand abortion access or abortion services on federal land, meaning provide the access on federal land that might be in and around states that ban abortion?
I think that what is most important right now is that we ensure that the restrictions that the states are trying to put up that would prohibit a woman from exercising what we still maintain is her right, that we do everything we can to empower women to not only seek but to receive the care where it is available.
Is federal land one of those options?
I mean, it's not right now what we are discussing, but I will say that when I think about what is happening in terms of the states, we have to also recognize, Dana, that we are 130 odd days away from an election, which is going to include Senate races, right? Part of the issue here is that the court has acted, now Congress needs to act. But we, if you count the votes, don't appear to have the votes in the Senate. Well, there's an election happening in 130 odd days. I'm taking, for example, thinking of a Senate race in Georgia or North Carolina. There's the Senate race coming up just in a couple weeks in Colorado. And we need to change the balance and have pro-choice legislators who have the power to make decisions about whether this constitutional right will be in law, right? We say codified, put it in law so that there will be no ambiguity about it.
What a breathtaking response from Kamala.
She's like the worst politician I've ever witnessed. Like, she has no charisma. She never knows what the hell she is talking about. Like, who is on her team and why do they hate her so much? Because I don't understand.
It's just very infuriating that they're pushing the Senate, like that we're going to take. First off, it's very unlikely that we'll take control of the Senate just based on midterm elections. And that's what normally doesn't happen. You don't normally pick up. But let's say we even like get some of these races and we take a little bit back. There's a filibuster proof majority. So they not only have to take these races, they have to get enough to get over Sinema and Manchin as well in order to take over the Senate. In order to get like to codify Roe, they're not going to do it. Like, even if they win everything and they're not going to do it. They don't have the votes. And it's just like, you know, like it's just very infuriating to me that it's like vote, send money, and not like, here's the plan of other things we can do. We knew this was coming. Here is our like task force list. And like, I don't like, I mean, I literally wrote out a list of like things that I have seen, like, you know, like I like went down and I was like, what have I seen proposed? And there are so many good ideas out there. It's like, throw some shit at the wall, like, you know, just like try, like, you know, like the Republican, and that's the thing, the Republicans did that. They literally, all of these laws were unconstitutional on their face under Roe, and they passed them. And they passed all of these laws and they got challenged and they did it for 20, 30 years. And eventually they won. And it's like, why can't like somebody do that on our side, you know, like continue to like pass laws that maybe won't pass. Like maybe we can't have abortion clinics on federal land. Maybe it violates the Hyde Amendment. Make them sue, you know, like who knows what might happen. Like continue to do that. And it's so infuriating to watch them just like, they have all the power in the world and just sit up there and be like, what we need is for you to give us more power. We need you to give us more power. They have tons of power right now. And it's infuriating to watch them do nothing.
Absolutely. And, you know, are they going to talk about how the Hyde Amendment is also in the 2023 fiscal budget that they're trying to pass right now? Are they going to talk about that? Are they like the fact that expanding the court is not the only thing that the Democrats are screaming from the top of their lungs at this point really shows you whose side they're truly on. And it's really hard to support a party that has no fight in them whatsoever. Like the Republican Party is deplorable. And we all know that. We all know what their grand agenda is. And for me, and my estimation, is to create a white ethno state that is based in Christianity. Like at this point, that's just really feels like where we're headed. And the Democrats also see this happening and they're doing absolutely nothing about it. They send Kamala Harris out, they cart her out on whatever Xanax she's on, and she's sitting there like with hardly any energy, no passion, no emotion, or just no empathy for all of the women that are going to be harmed or that have already been immediately harmed by this ruling. And the fact that we really are in a political moment where it feels like they're really just willing to let us die. Like I don't know how else to put it. Like they are willing to let us die. And I guess, I mean, what can we expect from the most violent country in the world? At this point, I just really think that if Obama didn't do it and he promised that he was going to do it, literally the first couple of weeks of his presidency, he was like, Roe's not a priority. If Joe Biden has had 2 years and he didn't do it, what the hell is voting for or organizing for more Democrats going to do other than expose more pro-life Democrats that already currently are in the party? Like, I don't know, Tim Kaine, who we don't talk about. It's not just Sinema and Manchin. There are probably a few of them. So as long as they are, pitter-pattering around and trying to compromise with fascists, fascism is going to win. And so we need to do stuff at this point. We need to set up these abortion clinics on federal land and, set up the defense in order for them to stay there. Because the Democrats, again, they're just not going to save us. They're not our friends. And I'm just donate to your local abortion funds, like DC Abortion Fund, for example.
Well,